I ain't shoot nobody. I ain't rock nobody, man. You feel me? This ain't got nothing to do with me. I shouldn't be here.
This wife you recall?
I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here.
You recall?
Shouldn't be here. I 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 shouldn't be here.
Bro is literally just talking over him to stop the question. Day 56 of the Young Thug YSL RICO trial was absolute comedy. We get witness testimony of Detective Kirkman, who Miss Bennett snitched to back in 2013. Thug's lawyer Keith Adams cast doubt on the entire investigation and points out that no shell casings or bullets were ever recovered. Then we get hilarious testimony from a victim who is in prison and does not want to testify. Today was pretty entertaining. The guy at the end of this video just did not want to be there. He just wanted to serve his time in prison. I don't see why the state is wasting everyone's time and the jurors' time with calling witnesses like this. Join the channel membership right now. It's only 10 cents per day. Comment down below your opinion. Here we go. First look at Thug today on day 56. This colorful knit sweater on, looking snazzy. This is Investigator Kirkman, the guy that Miss Bennett snitched to essentially back in 2013 about the whole robbery, but she denies she ever did that.
She had walked into the Zone 3 precinct and spoke to the desk officer there and reported that she was a victim of a armed robbery and that her house was shot. I spoke with Miss Bennett, who advised me of the events that occurred earlier that morning around 4 o'clock a.m. and the previous day, which was Mother's Day, May 12th, 2013. 1 o'clock on Mother's Day, which was May 12th, 2013. She was inside of her apartment at 880 Confederate Apartment D when she heard a loud knock on the door. She went to see who was knocking at the door, and her statement to me was it was a person named Thug and Thug's brother.
So Miss Bennett snitched when she shouldn't have because she was part of a gang at that point in time in her life, and she was selling drugs out of her apartment with her baby daddy. She had no business snitching. If you're a civilian, you can snitch. Like, I know she regrets doing that because she wouldn't have to testify right now.
She stated that they later came back.
Keith Adams didn't like where he was going with that and wants to approach for a sidebar. Not only did Miss Bennett snitch, but she walked her ass like a 10-minute walk to the precinct to snitch and then acted like she never did. I ain't judging her though. If someone came and stole $4,000 from me and a gun and all this other shit, I would snitch, but I'm not a gang member, so I don't know the rules of the streets.
This was a report of 2 serious crimes. One from the day before on the 12th of an armed robbery with firearms taken and shot. And the second was a report of them coming back in that morning, firing shots again. She said that these two were friends of her child's father, Mr. Makia Anderson. Once she recognized that she knew the individual, she let them inside of her apartment. She went into the kitchen to give her baby a bottle, at which point Thug's brother produced what she called a 9mm handgun.
I thought it was DK. I thought it was Walter Murphy, not Thug's brother, who apparently was actually Buck, not Thug's brother.
Put it back to her head, to the back of her head, demanded her personal items, money, effects, stuff like that. She said another male had entered named DK. $4,000 cash, some car keys, a Versace necklace, I think another $100 off the table or something. I have to go back and get more of the list. They took her Kel-Tec PLR 16 223 caliber pistol.
And did you recall her? She told you who and she told you not.
DK.
That's literally her drug money from selling drugs out of her apartment.
She stated that on the way out, DK fired one shot from her stolen Kel-Tec just above her couch into the living room wall.
God, the chat is so brained out on these streams, bro. They're saying this guy's lying, but why? This guy has no reason to lie, and he literally has a report. Like, I'm the biggest Thug fan, but this guy's not lying about Miss Bennett snitching. Like, I'm trying not to be biased here, but
she said that she was scared, so she stayed inside of her apartment for several hours before going to a hotel room for the night.
And then did she tell you did she return to her apartment after leaving to go to the hotel?
Miss Hilton sucks at asking questions that are very close to leading the witness. I'm surprised there's not really any objections to that right now.
She said they were all friends of her child's father, Mr. Anderson, I believe.
But then why did they keep making music after all this? Like, that's crazy. You're telling me Thug called, apologized, sorry I robbed you and had a gun put to your fucking head with your baby in the room, gave back everything, and him and the baby daddy were fine and kept making music after? That just doesn't seem realistic to me.
She said that they were using the phone that she stole.
That she stole?
That they stole, I'm sorry. The cell phone, the Boost Mobile cell phone. That they were using that to contact her saying they were sorry. Said they called her to apologize. Offered to return her stolen items.
Was she able to tell you if she knew where these individuals were the night before they robbed her?
They said they were out with her child's father, Mr. Anderson.
The night before they were hanging with the baby daddy, then they rob her the day after? This is crazy if this is true. It's so stupid.
Which I noticed bullet holes.
Bullet holes that you have no connection to anyone in this entire indictment. The nerd emoji with the finger up right now. There's so many people that could be. Doesn't really mean it was them. What is he laughing at? Him and Brian Steele both laughing at. There's kind of matching defects on the door here and here, but
While you were out there speaking with Miss Bennett, come from apartment C and report anything to you.
They did not.
I'm not asking what anybody said, I'm asking what.
yeah, rephrase it. The judge sustained it.
My training, knowledge, and experience of what a gunshot hole looks like when it hits the door or a wooden or metal object, in this case a wooden door. The size and the shape indicate to me that that is a bullet hole.
But yet again, no proof that it was anyone in this indictment that did this, because no phone tracking, no surveillance footage, no witnesses of the shooting saying, yes, it was these people.
Based on my knowledge and training, this defect appeared to be from a bullet and a bullet hole.
Okay.
Duh.
Consider a bullet hole, entered the wall, and skipped along the door.
You said into the wall. And how? What made you?
Objection, foundation.
Yeah, Miss Hilton's struggling today with foundation. She's leading the witness a few times. I don't know why they're not objecting to it.
But basically, not just said hit the wall and get trapped.
Yes.
Objection, same objection.
Same objection.
Fired from her Kel-Tec pistol from DK into her wall right there.
This motherfucker DK is just a wild man. No wonder he's in prison right now for other shit. He was shooting at somebody when the cops pulled up that other time. Then he shot at this lady for pretty much no reason. Like, this guy was just shooting. And I would imagine he has a few bodies or two, if I were to guess.
Only one round was fired inside her house. That was from her stolen pistol fired by DK. She showed it to me, and this is her holding her phone. This picture, if I remember correctly, she was holding it, and our crime scene technician snapped a copy of the photo of the two people she said were involved in the robbery.
Say it ain't so, Miss Bennett. You were throwing up gang signs, part of damn sex money murder, and you snitched. That's crazy.
When you were inside her apartment, did you find any projectiles?
I did not.
Did you find any shell casings?
I did not.
Was that surprising for you?
No, not in particular.
Why not?
One for inside. Only one round was fired, she said, from inside the apartment. Anything could have happened to the shell casing. It could have got kicked around. It could have got picked up. I don't know, but it's not uncommon that I, in my 24 years, have went to shooting scenes and not found projectiles or casings.
It's not what who he spoke with is not
Someone said
hearsay.
their name, you're saying something that's hearsay.
Your Honor, we don't believe anyone gave their name.
I'm gonna sustain the objection, and you can't testify either. So I'm gonna sustain the objection. Let's move on. I already ruled on this anyways.
Judge Glanville putting his foot down. He ain't letting Miss Hilton get nothing. Mr. Adams eating today.
And did she ever return your phone call?
She did not. I was able to identify Thug as Jeffrey Williams
Why did you close the case?
because failure to contact Miss Bennett to do a follow-up investigation.
It's crazy how he never charged Thug in the incident itself in 2013 because they really didn't have anything on Thug. Like, besides this lady saying he was there, they have nothing else to prove he was there. No evidence whatsoever. But then they can bring up in a f***ing RICO trial 11 years later. It's not even part of the indictment. What are we doing here?
When she did not contact me or return my call, to be quite honest and to be candid, this was put on the back burner, and I had to move on and investigate other crimes.
Because once again, he has no evidence that anyone was even really there besides what she says. So this is pointless, just like Adrian Bean was. And the state hasn't proved YSL was a gang whatsoever.
Did the fact that Miss Kirkman told you that they called and apologized to her, did that have any bearing on your investigation?
That Miss Bennett called and said they apologized?
No, that the individuals who stole her phone called her and apologized. Did that have any bearing on your investigation?
No.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Miss Hilton did terrible today. Absolutely horrific. Maybe Miss Love should take the lead on all this. Holy fuck. All right, Mr. Adams, Thug's lawyer, up for cross-examination on Investigator Kirkman.
You found Miss Bennett to be, in your words, not truthful, correct?
That is what I wrote. That is correct.
And that's what you meant, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It was a reported crime by Miss Bennett,
Right.
backed up by some, what I presume to be gunshot holes and other things, and some witnesses' statements.
But no hard evidence that it was anyone in this courtroom whatsoever.
I don't want to charge a person with a crime if the evidence is not there. That's always been my biggest fear.
So why are we bringing this up in a RICO trial 11 years later if the f***ing detective right here that investigated it says the evidence isn't there? How is this allowed for the jury to see this and have their minds tainted?
I try to carefully weigh what I have, what's known to me, and make a judgment call based on probable cause.
10, almost 11 years ago, noticed the defect in apartment C, correct?
I don't recall.
Okay.
I made no note of it in my official report and the time frame, so I don't know if I noticed it and dismissed it,
Okay.
or if I didn't notice it.
So Mr. Adams just casting down on his entire investigation and making him believe he's a shitty detective because he didn't notice another bolt hole in the door next to it.
Now, I wrote down, investigator, that you described it as a bullet hole. Is that correct?
Bullet hole.
Okay. Your opinion was that it appeared to have been caused by a bullet.
It was.
Right. Would you agree with me that this is not a bullet hole? In other words, there's nothing going through the door.
I do agree. It does not seem like it made it all the way through, that it made contact with the door and didn't penetrate all the way through.
As you were there on that day, May 13, 2013, and as you see that defect, without knowing anything else, You don't know of your own personal knowledge when or how that defect got there.
When or how?
Yes. Of your own personal knowledge.
The when was provided to me by Ms. Bennett. The how was later substantiated when I looked on the inside of the door, and it made more apparent that that appeared to be a gunshot.
A hole has been patched.
I'm not sure.
Okay. And just to be clear, right, when you spoke to Ms. Bennett, either at the station or at the apartment, she did not mention anything to you about patching any holes or fixing any defects, right?
No.
Okay. In fact, I'm jumping forward a little bit because we talked about shell casings. When you talked to Ms. Bennett, she didn't mention anything to you about picking up or moving any shell casings, right?
She did not.
She did not mention anything to you about cleaning up or sweeping up any glass or any mess that she said had been caused by the shooting at the apartment, right?
She did not.
Okay. And you did not find any shell casings inside of that apartment?
I did not.
You did not find any shell casings outside of the apartment?
I did not.
Okay.
So Mr. Adams just doing what any lawyer would do, casting doubt on the entire situation, making it look unrealistic. They didn't find any shell casings.
If there was a bullet or a bullet fragment in that hole, right, it would have been evidence, true?
If either I or the crime scene technician would have physically saw a bullet from our perspective, yes, that would have been removed from the wall and collected as evidence.
But there was no bullet or bullet fragment in that defect?
Not to my recollection.
Okay. We don't have any shell casing to corroborate that, correct?
Correct.
We don't have any bullet or bullet defect that was supposedly shot into the wall to corroborate that, right?
We have the defect. We don't have a fragment of a bullet or a shell casing. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have the actual bullet.
Put a gun to her head. Is that what she said?
That's what she said. Silver 9mm gun to her head.
And she said that they took, number one, her cell phone, right?
One of her cell phones.
3 individuals who were close or good friends with her baby's father, Mike Anderson, had come and robbed her and shot up the place near her baby, and then Mike Anderson's baby, on the 12th. Did that strike you as seem kind of strange?
Strange? Not strange. It seemed like stuff that needed to be followed up on with follow-up interviews.
Okay.
Speaking with her, speaking with Anderson, really getting into it. But I don't know if I'd say odd or strange. They called her to apologize, but I didn't know whether they were using her stolen phone to do that or another phone.
Did you ever attempt to call that phone that she said they were answering?
I did not.
Did she ever attempt or offer, say, hey, they've been answering my phone. Here, I can call it right now and usually they'll pick up. Did she ever offer to do that?
I don't remember.
Did you ever do anything with it? Did you ever do any investigation surrounding that phone? Or
I did not.
Why wouldn't he look for the phone records of that phone call between Thug and her when he called to apologize? It's a good route for Mr. Adams there.
She's showing you a picture on the phone, is that right?
That is correct.
Right. Now, did she ever tell you what the circumstances were surrounding this picture that she had in her phone?
No.
Shot being fired at her house from outside, but there's no projectile or shell casings outside to back that up. True?
Correct.
Ms. Bennett made reference to $4,000 in cash being stolen from her apartment, but there's nothing to back that up other than her word. True?
Correct.
Ms. Bennett made reference to keys to a rental car being taken, but you didn't receive a rental car receipt or anything like that to back up. She didn't have a rental car. True?
I don't know if she had a rental car or not.
You don't really have any personal knowledge of what really happened in that apartment on that day, do you?
No.
Absolutely great witness for the state, right, boys? Just solid witness testimony right there. So this next guy is named DiAngelo White, victim of an attempted murder by Walter D.K. Murphy. D.K. was already found guilty of this, but they put in this indictment, obviously.
Now, sir, how old are you here today?
27, Southside, South Atlanta. I'm in prison right now getting my GED.
Do they have programs for that where you are?
Yes.
Now, how long have you been in prison?
7 years.
How much more time do you have to go?
36 more months till I max out. I got 2 armed robberies, hijacking, possession of a firearm by convicted felon.
What year was it that, did you plead to those?
Yes, sir.
Did you ever have a friend or ever know anyone that went by the name?
I don't even know him. Nah, I don't even know why I'm here. It's not my case. I don't know what's going on, you feel me? I don't even supposed to be here. I'm serving my own time.
Another fucking witness that doesn't even want to be there. Complete waste of time.
Do you want to be here?
Nope, for what? I only, for one, when you came and told me, when you see me down the road, I told you I would testify on what. It's not my case. It's don't have nothing to do with me, period. It's not my friend. I don't even know him. I'm telling you, I don't know him.
Is he?
You know what I'm saying? Like, why is I'm here?
His wife?
This is not my case. I got nothing. I don't know why I'm even here, man. You feel me?
This is becoming a reoccurring issue. Every witness says, why am I here? This is not my case.
Do you know what that road is on the bottom of his floor, Robinson?
I don't even supposed to be here. Why is I'm here?
In that photograph before you and on the screen to your left.
What they got to do with me?
Bro is fed up.
I don't even supposed to be here. I just keep asking you the same thing. Like,
His wife? Do you know that street on the bottom of 54 Robinson?
yeah, but what they got to do with me? You see what it say? It say Jonesboro Road.
What's that road that I say perpendicular from the Jonesboro Road you talked about?
I don't know.
Show you 64 Bravo. Do you recognize 64 Bravo?
Why is I'm here, man?
His wife? I'm just asking you if you recognize 64 Bravo.
I don't supposed to be here.
Do you recognize 64 Bravo, sir?
I don't supposed to be here. I supposed to be in Chain Gang prison. I don't even know why I'm here. This ain't got nothing to do with me. You don't even know why I'm here.
What a productive witness for the jury.
Why do you not want to testify? Talk about anything today.
Testify. This ain't got nothing to do with me.
Hold on, Mr. White, 1 second.
This don't have nothing to do with me. This is not my case. I'm already doing a 10-year bid. That I'm doing 2 armed robberies and hijack. This don't have nothing to do with me.
Have you ever looked at that photograph before and recognized it?
No. I don't go to be here. I'm gonna keep telling y'all that. With all due respect, man, I'm ready to go back to prison. You feel me? What do they got to do with me? DiAngelo White, what they got to do with me?
What a disaster.
Hey man, this ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm ready to go back to prison.
Take a look at that photograph. Just let me know what you recognize.
You disturbed me. I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just trying to finish my 36 months over 10 years and go home. So you're gonna force me to be here. Y'all gonna force me to be here.
Why are they calling these witnesses that they know, like they've probably talked to this guy, they know he doesn't want to be here and do this and he's gonna waste time.
I don't supposed to be here, man. I'm ready to go back to prison. Keep telling y'all. I don't know that dude. I just seen him do one time. That don't mean he's my friend because I met him one time. Met him one time, but I don't know him.
Lieutenant Baker and I, that was your friend Neil's rental car on April 12, 2015?
You gonna keep trying to make me remember something. This is not my case. I'm keep telling you that, man. This is not my case. I don't hold to be here, man.
Your first name is DiAngelo, is that correct?
You got me here?
1987, bring my somebody shot.
Okay, hold on for the ambulance, sir. Don't hang up, okay?
So he was just present when someone got shot by Walter DK, apparently.
I left because I had a firearm on me. And I left my phone, so it wasn't me. I was on first offender probation. Got on, ran through the cut. My sister came and picked me up on the side street. Hey man, I don't like you holding me against my will. Like, I don't even supposed to be here. Like, what do this got to do with me?
Mr. White, I'm just asking you questions.
But this ain't got nothing to do with me. Excuse me, sir. I'm ready to go back to prison, man. You feel me? This ain't got nothing to do with me, man. You feel me? I served time on my own bed.
So you're a witness.
I'm not no witness. Y'all brought me here. We're forced to be here.
You recognize them as people who were in the car that Neil was driving who got shot. Isn't that correct?
Like, you trying to make me recognize that. I'm just trying to do my time and go home. I'm trying to go back to prison.
I understand that.
No, you're not understanding me.
Have you ever heard of someone that goes by the name of Young Thug?
The world know him. He's a rapper.
Okay. Now, did you ever know him from Cleveland Avenue area?
No.
Do you recall telling Detective Dennis, the rapper Young Thug?
What the f? I ain't telling him. What the hell you talking about, man?
Do you recall telling Detective Dennis, all right, the rapper Young Thug is kin to the man who was in front of us? So I guess he thought we were pushing up on him, like trying to either rob him or do something to him or set him up. I know we don't even know who's in front of us. We're just driving.
I don't even. How you gonna make me know him? I know him because you feel me. He's a rapper, yeah. You gonna make me know him? Man, what are you talking about? What do this got to do with me? You asking me all type of relevant questions that ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't shoot nobody. I ain't rock nobody, man. You feel me? This ain't got nothing to do with me. I shouldn't be here.
Mr. White, you recall?
I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here.
You recall?
Shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here.
You recall?
I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here.
Do you recall Detective?
I'm ready to go
Bro is literally just talking over him to stop the questions. Hold
back to
on.
prison.
Big, like tall.
I'm ready to go back to prison. This ain't got nothing to do with me, man. I don't recall nothing. All I recall is going back to prison and doing my 3 years on my 10-year bid and go home.
And that's pretty much it. That last witness did not want to be there, and he is funny as shit, bro. I don't know what it is about him. Today was a productive day besides the last 2 hours being wasted by that witness. I don't know what the fuck that was. It was pointless. Hit subscribe, comment down below your opinion, join the channel membership. Love you guys. Peace out.
Drink and hope for a